player you guys become, the better we'll be as a team. All right. You know, real simple, you know, kind of comments I make to my players is my attack, you're our first line of defense. Okay, our defense, you're our first line of offense. All right, so it's real simple. You need to get up and down the field. You got to be able to play the game. Okay, you got to be able to run 110 yards without a blink of an eye. Okay, and then double back and do it again. All right. So, key thing is here, I want everybody to pay attention. Okay, we got a couple guys here that are transferring in and won't get on the field right away. Before I forget, this Friday we'll be indoor, Chicago Indoor Sports. They're not national. They don't have field available at Max McCook this week. We'll be back at Max next week. So, reminder will go out about that tomorrow, and I'll let all the guys know for Friday practice, same time, about 11:30 to 1 o'clock. All right, first things up, Cleveland. Okay. What's our set? What's our base offense? Okay.
1-3-2.
Okay.
Or if we go for the back, yeah.
Okay. From looking this way, 1, 3, 2. Okay. 3 guys across. 2 guys up top here. Okay. And you know, I'll put this little dash mark in here, meaning I want our guys spread. Okay. The dash mark represents the restraining line. We want to be spread. Okay. We're at the college level, fellas. We got to be able to throw the ball 20 to 25 yards on a dime. Okay. We'll practice that until we can do it. If we can't do it from the get-go. Okay. So making sure we stay spread. Offensive setup here, fellas. Here's obviously the end line. Here would be the wing line. Here's the out of bounds line. Okay. And so on. Okay. So run this restraining line all the way across here. Fine. Okay, we want to be spread, so our wing guys can even be wider. Space, space, and space again, fellas, okay? That's going to open up space. It's going to draw the defensive players out, hopefully open up the middle of the field where we have better scoring opportunities. All right, so biggest thing here, fellas, is we want to move the ball around the perimeter, okay? We want to move it around the perimeter. We want to get it moving. We want to possess the ball. We want to give our defense time to rest, okay? So I'm never going to say don't go to the goal. Heck, you may hear me yelling a game, cold. Okay, what's our cold call mean? And we're subbing, you know, hold on. Hey, that doesn't mean if you don't see an opportunity that's a damn good one, take it. Okay? But if you don't force it. Know that we're subbing, hey, that's all right. I'm just going to back off. I'm going to take my time and possess the ball. Okay, we're going to give our defense 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 minutes of rest. Our goal in D would love that. Okay, so, and you know what, for you offensive guys, you don't ever get tired on offense. You got the ball and you're possessing, you're throwing the ball around and getting good looks. You know, maybe you have a 3-minute offense and you score. Nobody's breathing hard. You know, you're just like, it's all gone out the window. We just scored. It was worth it. Okay, so make sure we possess the ball. So, we want to make sure this perimeter is set. Okay, these 6 guys are in these positions. We know in our offense we don't stand still, so it doesn't mean our lefty attackman's always here, or our dodging attackman's here, our righty shooter's there, okay, or our right and lefty dodging midfielders are up there, okay. So we want to make sure we move, all right. So obviously if the ball's spinning, we're still passing and cutting, all right. So the key thing in here is pass and get through, okay, and get through, all right. So we know this from our offensive drill we do. Okay, if this is going this way, attack going opposite. Okay, very simple. All right, so we want to make sure we understand that. All right, the pass get through. Even on our mock defense last week at indoor, worked pretty well. We had a couple of good looks, even though the defense was cheating to know exactly what we're doing. And this isn't rocket science, fellas. This is just lacrosse. Okay, so I don't want you to think about this as a play. This is really just we want you to do it. You guys go to an old farts Masters tournament someday and you see them play, go to Valley, go to Lake Placid, you go to, you know, anytime there's a college level, you know, current or former college players playing in their 20s, 30s, 40s, even older, that's all you're going to see. It's just passing and cutting through, and get the real old guys, they may just pass and stand still and ask for a back to shoot. But, you know, it's just basic lacrosse 101, okay? So the key thing here, fellas, is we want to catch it and go opposite, okay? So if we move, you know, we get the ball from here, we can throw the ball here, all right? and get through. All right, just constantly move, okay? If we don't follow these perfect triangles, that's okay. If one of these attackmen ends up here, that's okay. I'd love to invert, Zach some point this year. Anytime Zach gets a shorty, you bet your ass you better get out of your way, because I'm gonna be screaming bloody murder. Get out of everybody's way. We're gonna go into a 1-4, 1-3-2, 1-4-1 situation. We'll let Zach go to the hoop, especially against a shorty. Against most deep balls, we'll still do it at the same time. Okay? So we want to make sure we understand that. All right. So just don't ever be afraid to get through. Meaning, just cut to the crease, set a screen, set a pick, get through, get some space. Okay? So, in a nutshell, we dodge from X and up top, left or right, okay? And if we're gonna go right, this is already dodge here, right? If he's ready to go, okay? We wanna make sure the ball doesn't come from this direction, because we've already got all the defense on this side of the field. Does that make sense? Okay, if you picture defense in the field. We want to spin the ball. Hey, it's like, let's say we've got Shaq up here. We like Shaq's matchup. We think he can, with his athleticism, blow by a guy. Okay, he can beat a guy. He's got a slow defensive midi on him. So we'll tell Shaq, don't stand here. Get up here by the midline. He'll back it off. He'll get out of this space. He'll throw the ball. Shaq, you're hot. Let's get it to here. 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 And boom, we throw it up here. He catches it on the run. He doesn't backpedal and catch it. He catches it going downfield. So the ball's thrown to here. He has to run and get it, and he just goes hard. Okay? This guy gets through. This attack, maybe if he cuts hard a little bit here and shows, okay? So now he's got all this space to make a decision. Either shoot, heck, you may even have a look if there's an early slide, you may have a look right here, or we dump down here, okay? So it's shot 1, look 2, look 3. So there's 3 options, all right? 1 is always shoot, okay? Rarely will I get upset at anybody for taking a shot. There's good shots and bad shots, and I'll let you know when. Okay, but the more you guys play the game of lacrosse, you'll know when there's a good time, when there's a bad time. All right? So we got shoot. I'll just make it really shorthanded here. Look to the crease or X. Okay, those are your options. All right? So we bang it here. I envision this may be Vince or Zach or whoever it may be. All right? We catch it here. Without even a hesitation, you get the leg sprinting this way. That doesn't mean you can't look back here. You can do 2 things at once. You're grown men, okay? You get going hard this way. And if there's a guy that's showing right here and he's wide open, you bet, feed him, okay? But you gotta get the feet moving, all right? But go hard. And notice how we didn't run and roll this way like we talked about practice on Friday, okay? We catch it, we get in a position where we can just go straight line, right to this corner, okay? We can look to feed here, we can look to shoot, we look to 5 and 5 rollback, okay? Or this guy dodges right here. This guy sneaks up because this guy's coming through in our offensive set. That means he's getting through, right? This defenseman may slide adjacent, and we've got a dump right here. Okay, so then you have options here. Once the guy at X has dodge to shoot, feed, and I'll put 2 bullets underneath there, wing, or opposite up top. Okay, so you might have this guy feeding right here, and if he's open, feed him. But chances are the guy that's now here, he should be going here. Why? Because this guy went down, right? So this lane right here should be an option to look through, okay? So let's just find your own guys, right? Catch and go opposite. Again, that doesn't matter. It's not just from X, it's from every angle. Catch and go opposite, catch and go opposite. Okay, both with your ball and your feet. All right, go to where the defense is not. All right? So I'll walk through this really quickly. Again, so now there's option 1. There's the right-handed dodge. Okay? You might hear me yell, spin it. That means just get the ball around. Okay? Get the ball around, get it moving, just get it hot. Get the defense thinking what they're doing, but we can't stand still. Okay? So real simply, if the ball's right here, let's say we get Vince up here, he's a lefty. Okay? We'll invert him as a midi. Now the ball has to go this way, right, to get to the lefty. So the ball comes from here, zip, and now we go straight down. Okay, so now Vince, the lefty, has it. Okay, this is going to be a righty guy. Okay, this is going to be Zach up top here with his good left hand. He gets through. Okay, his option again is what? What's his first option?
Shoot.
What's option 2?
Crease.
Look for the crease. What's option 3?
X.
Okay, so he feeds right here. So you got shot, look, here. This guy's getting hard here, so he catches it immediately, goes opposite here. What are his options? What's option one? Nate?
Crease.
What's his first option? What's your first option in lacrosse? What am I going to tell every player?
Shoot.
Go to the goal until someone stops you. Okay? If they stop you, they play good D, that's fine, pass it. Okay? You can beat one guy and shoot, that's good too. We don't want to dodge 2 and 3 guys, but always think shoot first. Okay? Like I said, I'll tell you when it's a good time, when it's a bad time. Trust me, I'll let you know if it's a bad shot. Okay? And that's just something you guys are going to continue to learn. Okay, so option 1 is shoot. What's option 2?
It's crease.
Okay, crease. What's option 3?
That's that wing.
Opposite.
No, it's this guy down.
Top.
One over here, right?
Yeah.
That lane. Right?
Hold
So,
on, I have a question.
sure.
If you push, that guy pushes like the arrow it's going,
Mhm.
is that wing guy staying there? Or
No,
is he-
remember, he's coming around, just like in our fluid rotating
Yeah.
triangle offense. So he's drawing that guy, okay?
And then hopefully
So,
like a cut or
exactly,
something.
might be a dump right here, potentially if this guy slides adjacent, so we got a wing shot or an alley shot. So there's really 4 options in this case, okay? I mean, you've got catch, dodge, and shoot, catch, dodge, feed, crease, catch, dodge, feed, wing, getting through, because that defenseman's gonna be standing there staring at the ball.
Mhm.
Or you can always look up and opposite. Look up and through. Okay? Look up and through. It will be this guy, depending on where it's all about him preparing to catch and shoot, not catch and dodge. Okay, so this is Shaq. He gets around here, he's gonna get his feet and his hips turned, and he's gonna catch and shoot in a split second. You're gonna get in your spot, and if you don't, you catch it, you don't have it, you can pull it out. Alright? Basic offense right there, Cleveland, okay, from up top. Any questions on that? Okay, we'll go quickly through now dodging from X. So our 3 different options here, okay? If we start getting this well, fellas, I definitely will hope to add another wrinkle to this where we can dodge from the wing, but I want to work on, some basic fundamental stuff here first. Okay, so now we're back on our set. This can be our inbound play, okay? This is our, we'll call it inbound. So if we take a shot, we get the ball back, more times than not, I want Zach to start with the ball, okay? But, when we go to Vince or whoever it is, Zach or whatever. So, we've got our guys here. Ball's here now. So let's say this is inbound or just an offensive set we want to dodge from X. Okay, it could be live during the game. Where's my crease going to be? Where's that midi going to be on the crease?
Yeah, opposite side of wherever the guy.
Ball's right here. Drop dead center.
Yeah.
Where's he going to be? Where's the midi on the crease going to be? Working for one word.
I'll say
Opposite.
center, or opposite of wherever he's gonna go.
What did you say?
High or something.
High.
Yeah.
Okay, the crease is high. Okay, this is just fundamental lacrosse 101, fellas. We don't want the guy down here. That means he's bringing his defenseman. So the ball's here when our midi's up here. Okay? So now it gives this guy time room to operate. Okay? So just like dodging from top left, top right, he has also 2 options. So it's one guy versus 2 guys up here. Okay? So let's say he dodges right. Guess what this guy does?
Yes, sir.
Just turn. But he's a threat. Don't just turn and put your head in the sand and run. Okay, again, that defenseman, they have a bad slide package. They stare at the ball. They have an adjacent slide package, and the second slide's slow to come down. This is an easy catch and dump. Okay? This guy goes, what's he doing?
Back up the shot.
He's replacing, exactly. He's replacing, backing up the shot. Who knows, maybe this guy will roll back around, feed him, and then he can re-dodge this way. Whatever. I mean, there's a million things to do. Okay, I'm not going to try to get too complicated here. But as long as we notice the flowing pattern here of our 3 attacking. Okay? So now we've got this guy going. All right? Hey, this guy sees this guy going, this midi right here, might think, hey, I'm going to go. But don't just go and stand. Because guess what? Zach or Vince, whoever it is that's going from X, if he doesn't feed you immediately, what's the chance of you getting it a second or 2 later? 0. At least I hope. Please don't throw that ball. Okay? What should he do then?
Get back out.
Okay? We can do this. So now we can rotate opposite. What's happening now? Let's say the ball is right here, hypothetically. Okay? Let's say this is, where the ball's at. Right here. This guy now is here. So we got all this space. Okay? What's the rotation of this lower triangle? Counterclockwise. So what should this one be? Clockwise. So now, this guy's creating all this space. He's got the ball. he can come up here, he's coming around, boom, step in, catch and shoot. Okay, we're just creating a vacuum and replacing and refilling. Okay? And if there's one thing I can stress in all of our offenses, fellas, the ability to get your feet, get your body in the correct angle in the position, get yourself on the right spot in the field, and we'll talk more about it once we get in the field, okay? But more importantly, catching and being ready to make a decision immediately. Hey, I'm gonna catch this thing and I've got a shot, I got a chance to shoot right away. Not think about it, okay? Turn it off. Why don't you send your girlfriend a text later? Here. What are you doing? You.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Sitting here?
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay, good. Get some twitch in your life?
Oh, no, I was scratching on my shoe.
Okay, good. Scratch your shoes on your own time. Okay? So get through. All right? So we've got to get this opportunity to do this, and we're getting through. So it's the same thing. Now we've dodged from X here. We'll go the opposite way now. Make sure everyone does it. Okay? We'll have tests on this, fellas. We did actually have a whiteboard test last year to understand your knowledge of diagram and plays. Okay? So now the ball's down here. Okay? This guy dodges this way. Where's this guy go?
Goes in.
Goes in.
What's this guy doing?
Coming down.
Okay. What's this guy doing?
Shooting up to the right.
Give it a look.
Yeah.
And if it's not there, right here. So now this guy's maybe here. This guy's now up here. This is just an easy. This is this is my right-hander's dream right here. Okay. 12-yard shot. Step in and go and throw the ball at the goal like you want to shoot the ball through the guy's chest. Don't aim. Put it on net. Make a weak save. Okay? So it's real simple. All right? So we want you guys to have options. We want you guys to learn to play the game. Okay? These are just simple lacrosse fundamentals, fellas, that we can expand on later. But more importantly, it's just trying to create an odd man situation where if this guy dodges hard, even if he's playing decent defense, he's drawing the attention of the D. So as long as we're moving, fellas, okay? As long as we're moving, this guy dodges, this guy gets through, this even guy gets through. What's this guy doing? Is he going to come out way out here? Or should he come like right in this area where, maybe he, dodges and, rocker steps and rolls back. Now this guy's stepping right into this position to catch and shoot, okay? So it's just really basic fundamental lacrosse. You can do this 4-on-4, you can do it 3-on-3, you can do it 5-on-5, 6-on-6, okay? We'll run the same offense, fellas, without a midi crease. Let's say hypothetically, someday some game this year, we'll probably find ourselves in a 5-on-5 situation. Well, we'll take a penalty, and 10 seconds later, the opposing team will take a penalty, and it'll be midi our ball. Okay? So we're going to find ourselves in that position. Real simply, here's our offensive setup. We'll go with 2 middies, and 3 attack. Okay? And if that penalty on us is on the attackman, what does one of these, what do one of these middies have to do? 2 things actually.
They become an attack, and they drop down, and then they don't go over.
Okay, so exactly, you answered both questions. Thank God my goalie knows what the hell's going on. Okay, so one of the attack, Zach gets a penalty. Nate jumps in, he's a midfielder now, but he's at the attack position, right? Even though we're still in our 2-2-1 because this guy's in the penalty box, but we can still run our offense. Everything else is the same, guys. These guys just rotate kind of in an egg. These guys still stand in a triangle. But Nate knows, hey, I'm an attackman now. I can go over, but I got to make sure I tell these guys over. Why? Because we're man down, right? Only 5 guys can go back on D, just like 5 guys are on offense. So that's it. So know that we're going to still run our base offense if we're playing a 5-on-5 situation in a game for 30 seconds or 3 minutes. Should ever be the penalties arise. Okay. Anything on that? That covers Cleveland, okay? Any questions? Guys, there's no bad questions, please. All right, cool. I'm gonna just turn this off and restart it so we can keep on.